Star Trek. DS9's Bashir really would have been the perfect Section 31 operative. When Star Trek Deep Space Nine introduced Section 31, the Federation's dark and shadowy intelligence agency, it immediately raised a tantalizing question: which characters might have fit within its morally gray ranks? While the show positioned Luther Sloan as the face of Section 31, no one was better suited for the role than Dr. Julian Bashir. Across 7 seasons, DS9 slowly evolved Bashir from an eager young physician with a penchant for naivety into a man carrying secrets, haunted by moral dilemmas, and capable of ruthless clarity when pushed. In many ways, Bashir had every ingredient necessary to be the perfect Section 31 operative. The early naivety that made him a perfect recruit. When Bashir arrived on Deep Space Nine in Season 1, he was wide-eyed and idealistic, almost irritatingly so. He was excited about frontier medicine and about helping those in need, but he also tended to overshare, overstep, and underestimate the complexities of the station's political web. For Section 31, this type of young officer was ripe for cultivation. His desire to prove himself and his faith in the Federation's ideals could have made him easier to manipulate. A Green Doctor who believed in noble causes would never suspect that his talents might one day be co-opted for clandestine operations. Section 31 operated in the shadows, often using Federation loyalty as a lure. Bashir's passion for healing could have been twisted into a justification for the greater good. After all, what better way to protect lives than by eliminating threats before they take root? His early optimism could have been honed into weaponized loyalty. His augment secret as a double-edged sword. One of the most shocking revelations in DS9 came in Season 5's Dr. Bashir, I presume, when it was revealed that Julian had been genetically enhanced as a child. His parents had illegally subjected him to augmentation to correct developmental delays, leaving him with a secret that could have ended his career. This twist made him a perfect Section 31 candidate. To the organization, Bashir was a rare asset: enhanced intellect, flawless memory, keen tactical reasoning, and superior physical capabilities. Where Starfleet would see scandal and possible expulsion, Section 31 would see potential. By leveraging his secret, they could easily coerce him into their ranks. Blackmail, after all, was one of Section 31's most reliable tools. Ironically, Bashir's augment status also made him mistrustful of authority. Once the truth came out, he carried resentment toward the institutions that judged him for something beyond his control. That resentment, paired with his sense of alienation, would make him more likely to walk the razor's edge of Section 31's morality. He already lived as someone straddling two identities: the Federation Doctor and the hidden augment. That duplicity is the lifeblood of espionage, a mind built for strategy and subterfuge. Throughout DS9, Bashir demonstrated not only his medical brilliance, but also an affinity for strategy and problem-solving that went far beyond sick bay. Episodes like Our Man Bashir, where his holosuite James Bond fantasy turned unexpectedly real, revealed how naturally he stepped into the role of a spy. While played tongue-in-cheek, the adventure highlighted his improvisation, charisma, and ability to thrive under pressure, all skills a Section 31 operative would require. Later seasons showed his brilliance in tactical scenarios as well. During the Dominion War, Bashir frequently analyzed enemy movements, devised countermeasures for biogenic weapons, and even detected changeling infiltrators with uncanny precision. His ability to see patterns, predict enemy logic, and anticipate betrayal aligned perfectly with Section 31's cold, calculating methods. His complicated morality. The core of Section 31's philosophy was sacrificing morality for survival, doing what had to be done in the shadows so the Federation could live in the light. Bashir often bristled at these ideas, but his own actions revealed a man more morally complex than he liked to admit. When confronted with impossible choices, Bashir could be pragmatic. He treated enemies with the same dedication as allies, showing compassion when it suited his Hippocratic oath. But he was also willing to cross lines, as in Inquisition, where he resisted Sloan's manipulations with fiery conviction, but clearly understood the rationale behind Section 31's existence. Later, in Inter Arma Enim Silent Ledges, Bashir participated in a Section 31 operation, navigating its moral quagmire with intelligence and precision, even while claiming to oppose them. His deep commitment to ethics made him valuable. Section 31 didn't only need ruthless killers, but operatives who could rationalize actions and justify them under noble pretenses. Bashir, with his passion for preserving life, would ironically have been a perfect mouthpiece for Section 31's twisted brand of protection. The operative he could have been. Had DS9 fully leaned into the idea, Bashir could have become Section 31's ultimate operative. Unlike Sloan, who was a true believer, Bashir could have been the reluctant insider, torn between loyalty to his ideals and the necessity of shadow work. His skills as a doctor would make him invaluable for biological warfare, counterintelligence against Dominion changelings, and covert medical sabotage. His augmented intellect and eidetic memory meant he could operate with little oversight, carrying sensitive data entirely in his mind. In many ways, Bashir embodied the perfect paradox: a man sworn to heal, capable of being weaponized to kill. That duality mirrored Section 31's own paradoxical existence within the Federation. Conclusion: Deep Space Nine never fully committed to Bashir as a Section 31 operative, but the pieces were all there. His naive beginnings, secret augment abilities, razor-sharp intellect, and moral conflict all made him